storm, when all I knew was love worn thin. The garden gates were overgrown, but still you wandered in. You never asked for easy roads, you never ran from pain. You saw the beauty underneath the thorns I couldn't tame. You love me like a rose in the rain, soft and brave through all the strain. You held me when the skies turned gray, never tried to turn away. You stayed when others let me fade. You love me like a rose in the rain. The world had left me closed and cold, afraid to bloom, afraid to show. But every word you spoke was light, and slowly I began to grow. You didn't flinch when petals fell, you didn't mind the storm. You taught me how to feel again, to find a brand new form. You love me like a rose in the rain, through every heartbreak, every stain. You saw the worth inside the wild, the broken flower, the hurting child. And now I bloom because you stayed. You love me like a rose in the rain.
You were sitting in the summer grass, eyes closed tight, letting the moment pass. The wind picked up, a sea took flight. She smiled like the whole world felt right. You're my dandelion wish, a dream I didn't know I missed. You floated in on golden air and made me feel like I was rare. So simple, soft and full of light. You made the ordinary bright. You're my dandelion wish, come true with every kiss. You never needed diamond rings, just laughter, songs, and simple things. You blew a wish and I was near, a quiet love so loud and clear. The world may call you fragile, but I see roots that run so deep. You gave me hope in silence and taught me how to leap. You're my dandelion wish, a love I never want to miss. You bloom in all the smallest ways and light the dullest days. So hold my hand, don't disappear. You're the breeze that brought me here. You're my dandelion wish. were soft and fearless.
You bloom like spring across the sky, a fleeting glimpse before goodbye. Your laughter drips from every tree. You bloom then fade then bloom in me. You never stay, you never try, but every time I breathe your sky. Cherry blossom eyes, you float on air, here and gone but always there. You fall like snow but feel like sun, a thousand loves rolled into one. You're soft as truth and twice as wise, with your cherry blossom eyes. We met beneath the falling pain and never even stopped to think. You said some beauty doesn't last, but I still live inside that past. Even if you fade again, I choose the blue, not the end. You taught me how to love then fly. Now every petal feels like white. Cherry blossom eyes, I still believe, though you're a dream that likes to leave. You were here and that was real. Even if I'll never heal, you left your light in springtime skies, with your cherry blossom eyes. You picked me when I wasn't ready. You held too tight, not soft and steady. I bloomed for you the best I could, but sunlight turned to shadowed wood. You thought love was just display, but flowers need more than a vase. I've wilted in your hands, my dear, still fragrant, but no longer clear. You said you cared, but not enough. Your touch was soft, but never tough. You watched me fade, you called it fate, but love should never suffocate. You poured out words like summer rain, but didn't notice I was drained. And when I bent, you looked away, as if I chose to fade that day. I needed and flowers learn. Next time I'll bloom where I am seen, not clipped too soon, not kept unclean. I gave you love, I gave it true, but wilted love won't wait for you. You came like twilight, soft and slow, with words like wind and eyes that glow. The world was loud, but you were peace, a lavender night that never ceased. Lavender nights and whispered skies, you held me still when I'd run dry. With every breath you calmed the flame. You loved me slow and loved me sane. I never knew that love could be a quiet kind of symphony. You never rushed, you never chased. You knew that time would hold its place. You showed me how the stars forgive and how the heart begins to live. Lavender nights, you stay so true, like dusk that kisses fading blue. Forever isn't loud or wild, it's you and me and something mild. I'll meet you there beneath the moon, where lavender hearts forever bloom. We met in the heat of July. Your touch was jasmine on the vine, a scent so soft, a love so near. You pulled the summer through the year. Your jasmine in July, sweet and sudden, caught my eye. I never knew that love could stay and still feel like it bloomed today. The days grow long, but time won't dry the way you fill my jasmine sky. We dance beneath the open shade. No promises, just hearts that stay. And every time you say my name, time won't dry the way you feel my jasmine sky. Oh, even as the seasons change, even when we're miles away, that scent remains, your love survives, you're still my jasmine every time. You found me buried deep in snow, but even frost can start to glow. You took my hand with no demand and turned my winter into land. I was fading in the fight. You became my lily of the light. Lily of the light, you bloom in grace. You gave me back my sacred space, where all the pain was once my name. You whispered love and cleared the rain. No storm could steal the shining view. You are my light, my lily true. You're soft but strong, a quiet shield, a love that asks then waits to heal. I never knew what real could be until your roots were under me. Lily of the light, you bloom in grace. You gave me back my sacred space, where all the pain was once my name. You whispered love and cleared the rain. No storm could steal this shining view. You are my light, my lily true. Stay near. Your bloom reminds me why I'm here. And when the world forgets to see, you're still the hope that lives in me. You shine like sunlight through the haze. You turn my silence into praise. You never asked for more than real. You're patient with the way I feel. You grow through drought, you smile through storms. You stay soft when the world performs. Even when the skies turn gray, you find a brighter word to say. You've got a sunflower heart, always facing where I fall apart. Even when I dim the day, you stand and gently light the way. No need to chase, no need to start. You love me with a sunflower heart. Fades too fast, burning bright but never last. But you stay in seasons cold. Your warmth and loyalty untold. Some hearts bend but break in two. Yours just bends and bends me too. You show the bitter end. You got a sunflower soul. Even when I lose control, you bloom beside the hardest part. You hold the shape of all my scars. Even when I fall apart, you love me with a sunflower heart. You came when all the leaves had turned, when every bridge I built was burned. I never thought that love could start inside a cold and fractured heart. But you touched the frozen ground. You planted hope when none was found, and something soft began to grow, a flicker underneath the snow, like tulips in October. You bloomed when love felt over, bright against the end of days. You found a crack in my decay. I didn't ask, I didn't try. You brought the spring into my sky. A heart can rise and rediscover, like tulips blooming in October. You never rushed the healing pace. You gave me time, you gave me space. You watered wounds I never showed, and loved the parts I still outgrow. You held my hand, not to fix, but just to walk through all of it. And in the quiet, side by side, you stayed, you didn't run or hide, like tulips in October. Your love grew softer, slower, closer. You taught me how to bloom again, not as I like tulips blooming in October. You touch me like the ocean breeze, warm and wild but hard to seize. Your voice was sunlight on the tide, and I got lost, nowhere to hide. You bloomed for me and faded fast, like something too bright just to last. But in that moment I was yours, a fire dancing on the shore. You're my hibiscus kiss, sweet and gone but I still miss the way your lips could taste like June, then vanish with the midnight moon. You never stayed, you never did, but I remember where you hid. Bloomed in heat, then left like mist. You're still my hibiscus kiss. You never promised more than now. No vows, no maps, no where or how. But still I hope for one more day before your petals blew away. I tried to hold you wild and free, but love like yours is not a seed. You're something meant for air and sun, for lovers who don't come undone. You're my hibiscus kiss, fleeting as a wish I missed, a flower that the moon forgets, but my heart hasn't yet. You burned so quick, so fierce, so wide, then slipped away with morning tide. Still I'd relive that perfect bliss, just for your hibiscus kiss. And maybe I was never meant to keep the love that came and went, but oh, the colors, scent and fire, you were my one brief heart's desire. You're my hibiscus kiss, bittersweet and full of risk. You bloomed, you burned, then said goodbye, but I still see you in July. Your memory dances in the air, like petals in my midnight prayer. No love has ever felt like this. You'll always be my hibiscus kiss.